Yeah, I like this one. This ain't bad. I don't know. Is this like a drive for y'all? I know everybody kind of be everywhere. You're here. You're here. So you live up here.
10 minutes for you. Lucky.
Yeah. Okay.
My only issue is I work today, so I had to go home, and I
Oh,
work up here. Like I work right around the corner. I
oh, for
went
real?
all the way home to take a shower because I work in Greece and stuff. So I was like, I
Okay.
got to take a shower first, and then came back. But
That makes sense. We appreciate
this
that
one
though.
was
We
right though.
appreciate that.
Yeah. That's why
Um,
I'm not gonna lie, I was dozing off in the movie. Like I'm trying to stay awake. I want to see it. Now.
okay. So we got our mics going. We can just pass those throughout each other for whoever wants to talk. Just begin to it clear, project. But yeah, this was Super Mario Galaxy. I watched the first one. This was fun. This is our first time doing an animated movie, I believe. I don't think we've
Yeah.
done an animated movie the whole time. I think everything been live action. But this was a fun one, a lot of nostalgia. It's funny with Mario, I'm surprised it took him this long to make like an animated Mario movie, just in general. Because we had like the movie from, was that the 80s or the 90s?
There's two, because there was one done in the 80s that had, or not 80s, early 90s with John Leguizamo and God, what was that dude's name? I can't remember. There's that one, and then they made another one a little later in the late 90s, early 2000s. They made a different one.
Okay.
So there's been two.
There's been a
like
couple
live
of them, but
action.
they were live action.
Yeah, they were live
I
action.
don't remember which one. I think it may be the Leguizamo one when I was a
John
kid.
Leguizamo one, yeah.
But I know they wasn't good.
Well, okay, so they're okay with the John Leguizamo one. Their Goombas were like they were like giants with tiny heads.
Yeah,
so it was
yeah.
real weird. Like it was real weird.
Yeah, it was like some trippy stuff
Yeah.
back in the day.
Definitely might be on some mushroom.
Some mushroom, yeah, some real red. Yeah, you got to be on some mushrooms to really watch it. But they got the animated joint now, which makes complete sense. I really enjoyed this. It was a lot of like I said, nostalgia. Some of the lore. You get to see some of the old Mario stuff, some of the new Mario stuff. I thought the animation was really good. I really like how they blend the story with like the levels that you remember from a kid. And so you like the whole sequence when they was fighting Bowser, but they had like the Super Nintendo that Bowser Jr. was playing on, which is like the game from back in the day. Is really cool just how they jump around. The voice acting was good. I love how they do just all the little level ups and it's they really nailed this stuff. Star Fox was fire. I was most excited for Star Fox. Now I want a whole like when Star Fox came on, they switched to a little anime joint, like an anime style.
Yeah.
And now I just like, okay, go ahead and make a Star Fox movie in that type of style. I wish there was more characters. I wish Link was in here, some of the other Nintendo guys, but I enjoyed it. I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all who wants to kick us off.
I definitely enjoyed it. This is like pure joy for me. Like I was so happy. It's a very stressful week for me, but I would watch this movie like twice again this week and not every week after if I wasn't leaving. But I really liked like the slow-mos in the fights. I think they were so cool. And it was kind of short for me, but I think like for kids, but I would have loved like just like a little more zoom in. Like see, like I love seeing details when they do like a slow-mo zoom in, but I don't think kids can like I don't think they care. So but yeah, I loved it. And I would watch it again.
So like when I watch it, so on Friday I'm going to the drive-in with my kids and my nesting partner, and I think about that to be like, oh, that they'll enjoy it. It's short enough that it will keep their attention span because they're like 5 and 2. So
young.
I think that they'll enjoy it. Plus, there's like you said, the nostalgia of having that little 8-bit screen to that, and also the little going down levels. I probably didn't play Mario as much as most of y'all. Like I didn't do like the raccoon. I just remember it, but I didn't like actually play Mario.
Yeah,
Because on the first one, I begged my parents for it, but I got bored. Like within 5 minutes, I was like, "Ooh, this is not for me." Uh, but I had asked my parents to buy it. The game system is like $300, and that was a lot of money at that
for sure.
time.
Especially
So,
what's that, 80s, 90s?
uh,
I mean, it's still it is still a lot of money.
so,
Back in that day, that might have been rent.
yeah, I don't remember the change of forms to like a cloud and drill and all that, but
For sure.
yeah, it was enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say I enjoyed it. And definitely throwbacks, because I played it. Me and my family, there's 5 of us, so that's all we did. We
Yeah.
played together, and hearing like the sounds from them, like changing levels, and it just put me back there. And then the fact that the movie it catered to both the young and the older, so kids got the enjoyment out of it, and adults they were able to laugh at certain parts. So there was a lot of action.
Yeah.
And yeah, I enjoyed every bit of it.
And I was gonna ask that. Did y'all think it like catered towards like the long time fans, or if it was like for the
I think it was both.
the new
Really.
generation?
Yeah. Very colorful too. So
Yeah.
So I think it was super busy, and so I think kids will like that. I think it was interesting the family dynamics of it, because it was kind of like single dad Bowser, and then it was the sisters that reminded me of Elsa and Anna. So I think that'll appeal to them because they're princesses, and then like the mom of all the stars, and they were all different, colors, and they called her mom, and I was just like trying to figure out like the dynamic of that. So I thought that was interesting. And then like the soundtrack, I think it was like, they were doing like, like when you're playing Mario's. And so I was back on, this is going to really date me, but Atari 2600. I had
Okay.
that. You put the cartridge in, and there was a part in there they were talking about, let's go see Donkey Kong, and so,
Yeah.
and then it had a feel of like Tron, and it also had a feel of Wreck-It Ralph, in the arcades and stuff where they were overlooking all the different games, and so like when they went through the little part where it saw all the different games, if you looked really close, there was like a little Cubert, and then there was like some little other games, and so like if you played Atari, you were like, oh, I know where that's from. I know where that's from. And then it also reminded me of Candy Crush. Like it
The
was
phone
like
one.
different parts of it. So
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. I have little kids, and they play different games, but like I even played like teenagers, and then like when my kids were younger, the actual like car, so like the racing car, you had the wheel that hooked up. But yeah.
Yeah. The and you're right. It was like because what's my guy Luigi drew him. He was like the little not like a stick man, but
Yeah.
what I don't know his name, but I think he's from like the games. Is that his name? I'm not for sure. I don't know his name. I just know he's like the old school. Yeah, he's like flat. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know his name. I just remember him being like the old school, like one of the original like game things. But seeing him pop up was cool. Like I said, Star Fox was dope. It was really busy, but I do think like for kids that'll probably keep their attention. It's so funny they had the little Toy Story preview in there with the little pad, the iPad, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's hitting right at home for everybody. But I do agree with y'all. I think it was a lot of nostalgia, but fit the old school and the new school. Cause it was a time like I'm with you, the drill and all of that. Like I put Mario down by the time I got there. I think like Mario 64. I played maybe, of course, like Mario Kart and all of that. But I don't remember like what's her name, Rosalina.
Rosalina. Yeah.
Rosalina. I'm familiar with her, but I didn't play like the game she was
game when she was
introduced in. But yeah. Any? Yes.
I really liked it. I do think it was busy, but that was definitely for kids. I even like the music that they added in to make it more nostalgic for the older generation because they could appeal to some of the music, and then it also brought it to the younger generation as well. I like how they did the game going back and forth of how the old game looked compared to what the new games kind of look like. And I even like the little bit of beef that Mario had with Bowser, and also the little bit of beef that the mushroom and
Toad had
with
Yoshi
Yoshi.
had. Yeah, because that was interesting and that was fun and cute to watch. And how Toad really was like in awe of Starfire. So yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I like those things.
And he thought Star Fox was just the coolest dude.
Yeah. So he was like,
Um,
ooh, he's so cool. Yeah.
You know, it's
That gave anime like how they get their hard eyes
the little
and
hard
stuff like
eyes and
that.
whatnot.
Yeah.
It did. It's always interesting too, because like when they do these big movies, they get like big names to play everybody. Because I think Star Fox was Glenn Powell, which is interesting. It was Jack Black is in there. Donald Glover is Yoshi.
Yeah.
Which
And Issa Rae was the
Issa Rae was the queen bee, and it's like, man, these are like big names. These not like some small time people. But it's funny with like Yoshi because I'm just like, y'all bring Donald Glover in, but I feel like Yoshi wasn't talking like that. Y'all could have just used the sounds from the game.
See, they did the same thing when they brought Van Diesel on for Groot. Like
Yeah.
all he said was Groot all the time. So you could have kind of left him out of there.
You know what I'm
But,
saying?
I mean, since you put him in there,
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
I guess I fuck with it, but I'm just like, man, I feel like that's a big y'all in blue.
Yeah, it's a waste of a.
I know they taxing y'all for
It's a
this.
waste of a name.
I know they taxing y'all to put their name in here to just pop up and say Yoshi. Like I know you cut a million for that, just for that.
Right.
Speaking of Yoshi, I really enjoy Yoshi being here. I think Yoshi might be my favorite like Super Mario character. For some reason I felt like I wanted him in here more though. Like it seemed like he was the big reveal, I guess, when they were promoting the movie. And I mean, he was in it, but he didn't. It felt like he should have been in here a little bit more to me. I don't know about you.
He wasn't key.
Yeah, he wasn't like a key character, like I thought he would be.
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Yeah,
feel
I
like
guess
I'm
they
wrong?
kinda used
I
him
don't-
like
I
how they
don't-
use
he
him in
was
the
like,
game, though. So
He's always been just a side character,
True.
but he
Yeah.
was cool enough that you wanted to be Yoshi too. Like,
True.
but he's never been like the main thing. He's always been like, that's my little homie right there.
Right.
That's the little homie.
That's the
right
little homie.
homie. But he was cool enough to hang with the big homies though.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're right. I think it's maybe that space was filled up by Luigi because he's around. 'Cause
Yeah.
I guess when I play the game, I'm never playing as like both of them.
Yeah.
I'm usually just you're either Mario or Luigi, and then Yoshi is like
Yeah, you
who you
get on,
partner
you
with.
find load. And
Yeah,
then
you find Yoshi,
You use him.
you saddle
Use him
up. Yeah. But I guess I wouldn't mind it. And that may be me. I'm biased.
Okay, so I don't know. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, just to comment on that, I feel like even though he wasn't like, if you watched him though, the comedy of his eyes and his little movements, I think were to me big enough. Like I was him and Luigi were like my life this movie. So
Yeah.
I had eyes on him like the whole time. So I think if you watched him, it was big enough for me.
Yeah.
I think.
Are you a Luigi person, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Luigi
to
girl.
the day I die.
Big green.
Mhm.
What was you about to say?
So, so I've been with Mario since like realizing that he was the character from the actual Donkey Kong game.
Yeah.
He's the plumber that's trying to get to the top.
Yeah.
But then they didn't like, unless you played the games, you didn't know that was it. and in the first movie they kind of hinted at it because of the when they break through the wall, they've got the face of him. So I've been down with Mario for a long time, and like I loved how they showed the baby Mario and the baby Luigi, like because you get them in some of the games, you
Yep.
get them. But I knew about all the little like the feather makes you
Yeah.
get the raccoon.
Yep,
There's a bunch of different ones. The frog.
Yeah.
God, no, because they
Then-
showed about 3 or 4 of them in
Yeah,
there.
the raccoon,
And I
the
knew
cape.
that- Yeah,
The cape at the end.
and that was because the feather is supposed to turn you to the raccoon, not a cape.
What?
There is another one that turns you to a cape.
Which
that
one is
gives
the
you a
cape? You're right.
Because you swing around with the cape and
Yeah.
you can knock the little Bowsers over with them. There was a couple things that I was like, because the princess, not Rosalie, but Princess Peach, she has the umbrella,
Yeah.
but she could also float with her
With the dress. Yeah.
Dress would make her float too. So I was like, oh, they made her do it with the umbrella, which was cool because she was on some John Wick's type stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm down with that. I like that.
Hey,
But
Peach was getting to it.
yeah, she was getting to it, and the little ninjas, like those didn't come out to like Mario 4 or something when you started going to the other levels. 'Cause
Right.
You had the desert's been in there since day one. The castle's been in there since day one.
Yep.
So all those are around. But when you started getting to the Mushroom World, to the undersea world, did they have undersea in the first one? Yeah, those are the real gamer. The gamer
I feel like
levels.
they did.
I don't
I
think
might
they
be
had
wrong.
it in the first one, but come the second and third one, they started
Yeah.
having the undersea level too.
I,
But that was dope.
Yes, the third. I remember the third one vividly because it was probably one of my favorites.
I looked it up.
Okay.
The feather is the cape, and it's a leaf for the raccoon.
It's a leaf for the raccoon.
For the raccoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a leaf for the raccoon. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that makes sense. 'Cause that feels right. Because you're right. I'm like, it does feel like the feather was the cape,
So yeah.
and so it's a leaf for the raccoon. Okay, I remember Super Mario. I think Super Mario is at 3. Super Mario World.
Tomorrow World.
Is that the one where you like? It's got like the board and you move like dot to dot. I think
Oh, yeah.
they alluded to it in
They did.
in here
In
when
their
they
little
when
sequence.
Peach left and they were like, we got it, and they
You
were
gotta
like
take
doing
over,
the
Yeah.
doing the dots. I think that was always my favorite, but that's why I remember like the cape and the feather and everything like that. That was probably my favorite Mario game. I don't know if everybody. Second favorite. Mario 64 was probably my favorite. I'm sorry. That was probably the best.
I guess in the movie I had like a little bit of confusion because I was mixing up characters. Because when you saw that other dinosaur, I thought, oh, Yoshi's just going to eat him. And I'm like, oh, no, that's Kirby. Kirby.
Oh, Kirby, yes.
Kirby would eat everybody and you'd
Yes.
just be like, oh.
And get their powers.
So, yeah. But that will be a great movie, too. Have Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me,
Please.
I thought it was
Smash Brothers movie would go
Yes.
crazy.
I thought it was
Like,
good.
dope.
But they should do more Mario Kart scenes, but that's just me.
They didn't have no Mario Kart scenes in this
Now
one.
I
guess
them racing in
the
the
bikes,
desert,
the
that was
motorcycles.
the motorcycles. That that was
Yeah.
the probably close, but that was a pretty I was like,
It was
oh,
cool.
snap. It took me to Star Wars when they were doing the god dang
You said
Anakin
Star
on
Wars?
the
Yeah. The pod
Anakin.
racing.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
you're
they
talking
were in
about
the
the
desert.
pod racing.
Yeah, the
Oh,
pod
whoop.
racers. I
Hey,
was like,
now you
yeah.
talking my language. That pod racing was something different, man.
Yeah.
So were there any like deeper themes you guys think y'all saw? I know you talked about the family thing. Was there any deeper themes you guys think y'all took away in that dynamic? I did like the Bowser Jr. coming to save his dad and his dad feeling like fulfilled and he's like, oh, he's lived up to my name, and I thought Bowser was gonna switch to the good side. I guess I should have known. He was struggling with it for a minute and then switched back over once he seen what his son had built. But I thought that was cool. Again, the sisters. I didn't realize Rosalie was her sister.
Yeah.
Like in the lore. I don't know if y'all know, but I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I didn't know that, and of course you got Mario and Luigi. But yeah, do y'all feel like there was any deeper themes here, or any things that like stood out to y'all story wise, or maybe some things y'all didn't like? Go ahead.
I feel like you were saying, like the Bowser thing. So he didn't actually get to build his dream, but he had somebody else that was able to take it over and make it even better than what he actually imagined. Because even what he said, he had some stuff, but he had the extra stuff with the gaming and all that, the other things for if somebody ever came and tried to intrude. That wasn't even a thought in his mind when he created that. So it was having somebody else to create your dream and make it bigger than what you can imagine was definitely a theme. What you teach your children matters because they keep it. Definitely was a thing. And I think back to what we talked about in the last movie, it was themes of love in this movie as well. So yeah.
Okay, so I liked how they made the princesses such a powerful character. Like they fought back. Like you didn't just save them, they fought back, and to me I think that's really big for our daughters, to be able to see that representation.
which is also a theme with that. Like that was one of the things that when I was a kid, I was like, why did this keep getting stolen? Like, come on, bro. Like, stay saved. How many times I gotta rescue you, girl?
Yes.
No, like, stay away from this.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But for real though,
Yeah.
yes, like, hey man, we at some point I'm gonna get tired of saving you. Like, so you gonna have to learn something.
He was a simp.
Something,
Simp. What are you
man.
doing,
I gave you
bro?
this umbrella for a reason.
Not
Right.
Use it.
I going off of what you said, I really like because it's kind of like a legacy. I feel like, but I genuinely hate when people talk about legacies because I feel like they're putting what they want on their children without
Projecting.
giving them the opportunity to find who they are. But I feel like this was a great example of legacy because he wasn't trying to make his son be anything, but his son really took it on, like you said, made it his own and made it better. Like I feel like that's a real example of legacy. Personally,
Yeah.
I liked it.
What you said is real though. Like kids are very like you can imprint a lot on them. They get their cues from the adults they're around and the people that are around. Like kids are consuming everything all the time. So it's important to I feel like I'm getting on a soapbox now. It's important to watch what you give what you feed the kids. But it really is.
That's big facts though. They are
is.
sponges, so they're
Yes.
soaking up everything, and it's
Everything.
even crazier now because with these computers in our pocket, they can get anything. Like,
Yes.
when I was a child, I got the TV. And that was it. Like, and then when the internet first started up, it was like, ooh, I could finally get to something something that other than what's pushed in front of me. So like it's important that you are like spending that time with your kids so you can try to, like, they're gonna do stuff. Like we all did stuff we weren't supposed to do.
Of course.
So
You're going to experiment.
right, you're gonna experiment. So let them experiment, but give them a foundation to be like, okay, well, I know this much. I know that these things, I'm not gonna do that because my parents won't be happy with me if I do these things.
Yeah.
But I might dabble in these things right here.
No, that's real. And you do, like you said, they're sponges. They consume everything, and they're often, I think, get their ambitions from, whoever they're around. Especially, I know for sure, like young boys, like they look to their dad for all of that, and you can, for sure. There's a lot of men who project onto their sons, and in a way that gets real cruel.
Yeah.
Because they didn't become or have the things they wanted in life, and it turns into almost like an abusive thing. It'll mess that kid up in the head, because they'll this is something they weren't passionate about, or they feel like, I think a lot of young boys want to please their dads, and that's it's especially because men we're bad about like being emotional and showing that. And so, you want to please your dad and feel like you're not meeting his standard or whatever. You're not getting that type of love. It can jack you up in the head. So it's I'm glad, and they didn't go like deep into that, but you can see the reflection. Like, and even his dad is like, man, I fed you all this stuff as a kid, but then I'm struggling with it now as an adult. Now that I've learned and experienced life, and maybe what I taught you wasn't really the way to go. You know what I'm saying? But damn, it looked good, boy. You got me carved in the mountain like George Washington, Mount Rushmore in this thing. Yeah. Yes.
So I think it was like different parts of it where he was like, "Where did you learn this?" And he's like, "Don't you remember that first day of kindergarten? You taught me this." And then where did you learn to do this? Oh, when you taught me how to do this. And so I think that that's like when parents think they're not going to remember this, they're not going to remember I was there, they're not going to remember any of that. No, they remember. They remember. They know who was there for them. They listen to what you're doing. They're watching every single thing that you do. And when you do things, you think that they're not going to pick up on that. And they like you said, they're sponges. I think there was another little part where little Bowser's, the little one, his son, I don't know whose voice it was, but she sounded like Edna from The Incredibles, where she said, "This is the longest day, shortest year ever." And she was like crossing her legs like Edna is on The Incredibles. And she was talking about like the assistant and like, this is who they are. And, like it just reminded me. I don't know if it was the voice and like how she like was saying little phrases, so.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And you're exactly right. Like kids pick up everything. Like you got to really think about it, because they'll take that on road. They be up in school. I'm saying this as somebody with no children, by the way. They be up in school saying everything they heard, regurgitating all of it. And so yes, it's very important.
Yes. Sorry. I also want to add, I forgot to say in the beginning, I genuinely enjoyed. I feel like a lot of kids shows and kids movies for adults, the humor is always like sexual innuendos or like very adult themed jokes. And I feel like the jokes in this they were so pure, but like gold. Like
yeah.
just pure. I love the comedy in this movie.
Yeah, there's something about this generation. I know obviously we're all among different generations, but like I always feel like if you grew up in like 80s, 90s, there's like this level of attachment we have to our childhood. And I feel like all people probably do, no matter what age you are. But like, I don't feel like my parents was going to see a movie like this at my age. Just
for fun.
For the fun, for the vibes. Like they wasn't doing like cosplaying or dressing up or doing any of this like in their 30s. But it's
not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like they was real adults in their 30s. I'm like, hey, like sure. So I don't know what it is about like our generation. And we see it with like nostalgia things all the time, but it's something like we're seeing this. We're talking about Star Wars and these things, and it's like, man, I don't know if we want to be kids again or if it was just so good to us.
I feel like it's a mix. It's a mix of a couple different things. One is we still want to be kids, and I'm a big days. I am one of these. Got that Peter Pan, like like I don't want to grow up.
Yeah.
The biggest song was Toys R Us, and that's what he said in the song. I don't want to grow up, and so I think that kind of stuck with Gen X, millennials, and Gen Zs. X stuck with us. Like we don't want to grow up, so as we've grown and we realized that some of our parents' parenting style was a little much, we've tried to compensate. So we didn't grow up. Even in our adult age, we was like, I'm still gonna do this because I like this stuff. So there's that. Then there's also, it's a different time. Like it's a different time, but same issues are still happening.
Oh, for sure.
And they weren't in a space where they could be vulnerable like that, or be like I got stuff to do because this stuff is going on. So I got to make sure I'm getting ready for the next You know, so they had a whole different mindset on the world because the world was different for them. So that I think that's the other reason. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, my parents was like, I saw Goonies by myself with the in the VHS tape.
Yeah,
I saw,
yeah, yeah.
I'm saying, I don't know. Okay, so I do remember one. We went to go see American Tail, Fievel Goes West,
FIFO,
or
okay,
something
yep.
like that.
Yeah.
That I remember seeing that movie with the whole family.
Okay.
And because I remember that because me and my two cousins got little Fievel dolls. But all the rest of the kid movies I saw them by myself on a VHS tape. I had to wait till they hit Blockbuster.
I would say that another thing with this generation of kids, being a person that I don't have any kids, but I have a niece and a nephew. They require you to be a little bit more vulnerable, and they require you to have fun because they'll ask you. It's not. I don't think that I didn't ask my parents to have fun, but after a while, I understood that they weren't going to do that.
They're not doing that.
But these kids expect it, and they basically demand you to be like, no. They were like, no.
Yeah.
My little nephew would be like, no, sit down,
Yeah.
hold me, play with me, and you're like, okay, and you do it because you know how that feels to be like somebody be older, and you're like, they're like, no, go over there and play by yourself and get you an imaginary friend, and you're like, okay. So I think that we have an understanding of what that means, and we bring that into the movies too, because we understand that the generation before us was like very sexual. We were like, well, what about when these kids watch this movie once they get older? Yeah. And they're like, well, hold on, I didn't catch that at first, but what was that?
Like the Cat in the Hat movie?
So I think
Facts.
we're more about protecting our image when we create things as well.
Say that one more time.
We're more about protecting our image when we create things now. That wasn't a thing for kids movies. We were like, oh, okay, well, we want the adults to come and enjoy it too, so we have to add something.
So we have to add some
that's for them, but for us, it doesn't have to be like that because we could just find joy in things that we enjoy.
Yeah.
There's something too, like what y'all all saying in general, because like my parents was born in the 50s, so they're like,
Sorry.
damn, something wrong with the 50s?
No, it just.
She pulled the damn.
Gee, man, she said she put the Kevin Hart on me.
Damn.
My parents was born in the 50s. Damn, I feel bad. I feel bad for them.
And so I just assumed our parents were.
How old are your parents?
My mom was born in the 70s.
Okay, got you.
What?
She was 20 when she had me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, see, my but see,
wait a minute, how old are you?
32.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm 33.
Okay, never mind.
I got older brothers who was born like when my mom was 20, but that's that a generational thing. I still believe like they were getting to adulthood very early.
Very early. Most of them were kids when they started,
like,
when they had to start taking care of their siblings and stuff.
Exactly.
So they were adults as teenagers. They were adults. So you know they.
Like my grandparents. Oof.
Oh yeah,
They had 13 kids.
Bro, everybody grandparents got 15 kids, bro.
14,
and I be
14.
Dog.
My mom's sisters and brothers, there was 14 of them.
Bro, I be blown away every time.
They lived on a farm.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
They lived on a farm, so you know how you get help.
Yeah, everybody got to work.
You make them.
You earn that
You make
keep
the
around
help.
here.
Going back to your thing about kids now demand a little bit of attention. Yeah, my kids are that way, and they're a little bit more sensitive to different things that go around, and they may ask questions and be like, "Hey, this or that." I'm like, "Hey," so I do make sure that I don't put like baby talk when they're talking about like things like privates. I'm like, "Hey, vulva, you say vulva because if somebody touches you on your vulva, you need to say it in court.
Say what it means.
Because, hey, don't touch me there. And if somebody tries to touch your hair without your permission, you say, "Don't touch my hair," and you say it loud, and that's okay. I do say, "Hey, when we are saying stuff in the car and we're listening to music, things that we say in the music that's curse words. Hey, you don't say them at school.
Outside the car.
You don't say them outside the car.
Just when you with me. Just when you with
This
me.
is just me and you. And
Take it out.
that's it.
No, they don't do it.
But going back to the thing of activity, so like in my house, I have automated systems. So like when to wake them up in the morning, it tells them like the Google comes on and says, "Hey girls, you're gonna have a wonderful day. Wake up, wake up. You, Audrey and Kai, wake up. Now playing. This is the song we're gonna play a wake up song." And they get up and they start dancing, and they're like, "Oh, Daddy's gonna come in and start dancing with us to wake us up." And then for my oldest one, it gets her ready for the bus stop because sometimes I'm working. So it will say, "Hey, it's time for the bus. Time to go use the potty. Time to get wash your hands. Time to also put some chapstick on and do all this." When it's time to get ready to go out.
Turn away.
When it's time to go out the door, when it's time to go out the door, it says, "We don't want to be late for the bus. Remember, these people love you. You're going to have a great day." And leave a message for us on the doorbell. So they'll press the doorbell, they'll look at the camera,
That's fine.
and they'll leave a message. It's like twofold. It's security purposes, because I don't want for her to just be like, "Oh, somebody come up and kidnap her." But and then I'll go out with her to wait for the bus. But yeah, it's a different age. And as I was watching that trailer for Toy Story 5, with the leap pad, I'm like the irony that came in my head, and I told Sacha, I was like, "Oh, so you're telling kids not to play, but you're also telling them not to do all this leap pad stuff. But this movie's going to be on the leap pad."
They're definitely going to watch it on the pad.
That is very confusing, and you're lying. And then Animal Farm, when we saw that preview for that, I was like, there are a lot of things that go with it that will probably go over the kids' heads.
Oh, yeah.
Because when the pig says, "Oh, there are some animals that are greater than others," you're like, "Huh, that's just like real world."
Oh, yeah.
So how many kids are going to hold on to that thought process and kind of continue it on? That's it.
To what we saying about our age and how we'll watch these movies as adults, I do feel like they make a lot of these with, like you said, the more adult themes, but it's in that type of context, as opposed to, like you said, sexual innuendos and whatnot. It'll be more of like political
stuff,
things going on. Or like you said, the lily pad, like the kids ain't thinking about that, but that's something like, it's Toy Story 5. The first Toy Story came out when I was like 5. So it's like they making this with, they making this with like us in mind, coming to the theater and watching it, you know? And so this is what I imagine everybody at this age who got kids, this is what they going through. They're dealing with the pads and, versus the old toys.
That is something that you go through having kids. So,
I'm about to say, I'm mad. Yeah. How many kids you got?
I've got 5.
Do you really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my oldest is. That's why I asked how old you were, because I was born in the 70s too. But I have a
For real?
yeah.
You late early?
Late 70s.
Late 70s? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born in '79.
Yeah, 79.
I thought you was born. I thought you was in your 30s, bro.
Nah.
That's fire,
About to
man.
hit big. About to hit big 4-6.
That's fire,
big
though.
4-6.
Like, don't crack,
But-
baby.
But yeah, I remember like arguing with like my son's mom, and she's like, just give him. I'm like, no, don't just give him the laptop. And then I'm looking, because I also have a grandchild. My oldest has a daughter, so I have a grandchild now, and
Oh, wow. You a grandpa.
yeah, I'm a grandpa too. So
Okay.
I argue. I'm like, when you come over here, we're putting the iPad down. I'll
For
give
sure.
you an hour or so on the iPad, but
course.
we're going outside. We're going.
Yeah.
There's a park down the street. We're gonna walk to the park, and we're
Yes.
gonna play. And then after that, we'll give you, and because I want my screen time too. I want to play video games.
That's
and
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's facts.
like, I'll give you screen time, but we not doing this all day. And some of the
Balance,
stuff
man.
that I see that I watch my granddaughter watch, I'm like, what is this? What is
Yeah.
this? So
I mean,
I-
my grands have to earn it. They have to earn it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. For me, it's like they feel like they deserve it and they don't. So be good at school for a whole week. You know, you might get an hour if you're lucky. You know, it's just to give it to them. No,
yeah.
no, that
It's too much.
entitlement is just too big on these little ones.
I'm with you.
And then I throw back, is that us getting old though? Because when our parents,
Like, you see them change. Like,
No,
they
yeah.
go from not having anything to all of a sudden they get phones and laptops, and then all of a sudden they get so focused
on that,
and
yeah.
They get mad when you take it. No, I really just take it.
Now, I see that. Only reason I'm saying that is because I remember like when I had my Genesis, that's what like my mom and her sister would be saying, like, all he does is play video games. All he does is play. So I hear us saying that in but I do also get like I get I see the pros and cons of having the tablets, like, because you know I went through the whole digital age. Like, I watched it be invented, and then now you got a whole computer on your phone. So
Yes.
but
I think there's like, it is some of us, you know, we're getting older, we're aging, but that's just, we're experienced now and understand why our parents were saying
We're
that.
saying this.
Because playing video games all day was not a good thing. Like, I needed to go. My mom was super strict. Like, when I was young, I had a 30-minute time limit on the game. When I got to like my teenagers, I got a 1-hour limit. You know what I'm saying? She was dumb, but she was like, you gonna have to, you need to go read. You need to go outside. Like, you need to do these other things
yeah.
to work these other sides of your brain. You can't just be on the game, you know, all day. And and as an adult now, I thank her for that. And, you know, whenever the day comes I decide to have kids, I would do the same. I'm not just gonna let you be on the tablet all day. And I think a lot of parents, especially younger parents, because they don't be ready for that responsibility, and they just be like, throw them the iPad. I'm like, man, you got to watch. They get to that thing get to going, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be
It get to going. It be all kind of nut shit that be going through the iPad. I done been with my niece and nephew and her, and be like, hey man, you don't need to be watching that. Like,
and it's stuff that like I used to watch the Sonic cartoon too.
yeah.
It'd be the Sonic cartoon, he cuss it up. And I'm like, yo, what are you watching, bro?
Facts.
Like,
Yeah.
what are you watching over here? I know this character.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's even just TV in general. Like, I feel like when we were kids, there was kids stations and kids things.
Yeah.
And now it's like, man, I see the kids be talking about real housewives and stuff. And I'm like, man, we wasn't on that. You was watching the girls on some Hannah Montana or something. Like, you had Teen Nick. We was watching all that or something. We wasn't on just what our parents was on, dog.
Still watching Family Guy.
But
You know,
wasn't allowed to.
South Park.
that's
in
what
the
I'm
same
saying.
vein,
Like,
they
hold
aren't
on,
going-
Jeff. Let Jess go. She
Go
been waiting.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I just want to on what you said, like, if we're getting older, I think also a part of it is the games are very, like, the games when we were kids, like, you were building skills. You know, and a lot of the games and the things that they do now are so mindless. Like they're losing critical thinking skills. Like
Yeah.
like you know, like for real. So I think that's also why it's worse today.
Right.
I mean,
Keep going.
that's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
You
You keep going. You rolling. You hey, ISO, clear out. You cooking.
Yeah, because
You cooking.
I lost it.
To piggyback off what you're saying, I agree. I'm a big video game person, but I remember coming up and like being stuck on a level, and I couldn't just jump on the internet and figure out how to do it. I literally had to
play it till you figured it out.
till you figured out. Yeah, wasn't no cheat codes. All that stuff was secret. If you found out about it, you was the only person that knew. Like you literally had to work through that stuff, and now it's just.
So let me go look it up.
Let me just go look it up. Let me go see all the best things and all this. I don't have to work through nothing. And unfortunately, I do think that's a detriment, especially in a time with like the attention spans and they get the dopamine hits. And like you said, it's like, nah, you don't get this dopamine hit until you do this part, because you get so much like it makes you mindless, and then you don't get the proper reaction. It's almost like sad, because you know you get so, I mean, it's like drugs. Like you get so used to the high, and people end up ODing because you become, you know, your tolerance. You're chasing the high, and your tolerance gets so high, and so now, man, you get dopamine so much that putting down the phone, you feel like, man, you a crackhead shaking because you ain't had the phone for 10 minutes.
Yeah, but on the other hand, though, like my one of my girls, she got in trouble, and so I was trying to punish her. So I'm like, I'm taking away the TV. So I took away the TV, the radio, and she's like, I don't care, I read my book.
Yes.
And she sat in her room and read her book for those 3 days that she was in trouble. But I couldn't get through it. I couldn't.
Good for her.
Yeah.
If I was me, I would have been like, as soon as she posted, I was like, yes.
Yes. I mean, I was really happy about that, because, but it was just one of those things like, so how do you punish a kid that can make something out of nothing, you know? But she never did it again. But still, you know, it's like.
But she learned her lesson.
I don't
Yeah, she
care.
learned
got the head on the shoulders already. So
Right.
You knocked out 2 birds with 1 stone. She learned her lesson, and she voluntarily jumped on the book like, let me just read this.
But she likes video.
So you all read.
Oh,
Damn.
But she likes video games now, so that's different.
Picked up that book, read all them chapters.
That,
not really.
Bring me a book report.
now, in the same vein, things are different. So things like we used to say, "Oh, square up," and most of us would know what that meant. Like, hey, we have to go ahead and get ready. It's time to get busy. Or if somebody bucks at you, you're just like, oh, okay, let's go. My kids don't know what that is. They're like, what is that? Like, if somebody bucks at you, you're like, okay. So my girl has told them, oh, tell them the joke to break them down of the bucking. And I guess it worked for my daughter, because she told a knock-knock joke, and then the person started laughing. And then it wasn't until like I saw later that the person bucking, the reason why he bucks is like a stem from being ADHD. And so he bucks because that's his thing. And then new things like, oh, I can't really have them do Robux because there's a lot of pedophiles out there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm not trying to have people from Epstein Island to come in and do stuff with their kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm like, no, that's not good. And then going on YouTube, even though it's on the kids stuff, it'll still show like like little girls being mean to each other. And I'm just like, I don't get this. I'm like, what? I don't get why you are mean to each other. When I was growing up, I'm like, there was cool and there was just like, oh, uncool. But this is just different for me. But yes.
So I was going to say something about the movie.
We didn't got off on a tangent.
I remember what
We
I
just
was gonna
side
say
quested
earlier.
this thing.
But what I was going to say was just that movies like this, it does bring back your childhood. Like it brings back the happier parts. It's just one of those things where any times you can find to smile and just kind of laugh and just kind of keep it light, it's kind of where it's at, because we spend so much time adulting, paying bills and trying to make things work, that why not have that fun where you can, even if it's something that's inexpensive like a movie. And so this movie just it really did bring that back to heart. And I enjoyed it. So
For sure.
I'm with you. Yes, I think this is you're exactly right. It's a nice little kind of escape from the hardships of adulthood. If you got kids or nieces and nephews or little cousins, it's another way to kind of connect with them generationally and enjoy time, with them where they're happy about it and feel good about it, and you do the same. Does anybody have any final thoughts on the movie before we do our ratings? No? Uh-oh.
Don't think
He did hear what to say.
I'm just contemplating. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay. Well, we can start with our ratings if we want to start here, and we'll work our way around. We out of 5 bunch of crunch boxes. What you give this one?
Out of 5?
Out of 5.
4.
4? 4 bunch of crunch boxes out of 5. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna give it 4 too. I'm gonna give it 4 crunch boxes too.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it 4 because I'm viewing it through the eyes of a child and how they see things like that.
Yeah. No points. We just 4 flat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mr.
Okay.
Mr. 4.26663.
It's a 5 for me.
It's a 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I was in the behavioral unit, this is what I'd watch to be happy. If I was like depressed and trying to be happy, this is what I'd watch.
Just the one.
Oh, sorry,
Sure.
5 because I didn't say it like that.
You good.
I would give it a 4 too. I enjoyed it. I would watch it again at a different later time. So yeah, it was good.
Okay.
I'm going to be different. So I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Okay.
It was really good. But I feel like once I watch it again, I'm going to see more things in it,
Okay.
that I feel like I should have seen before.
I like that. So I think, and you talked about this last time, like the lens you got to view it. Like I'm not gonna view this like I view Sinners or Interstellar or one of them, right? Like it's the context. So this is a kid's film, but in that context, I would give it 4 out of 5 bunch of crunch boxes. I would love to give it 5, but I feel like 5 is like the true generational kids movie, like The Incredibles and those type of joints. That's just
Toy
like
Story.
Toy Story, like
That
The
gets
Lion
5.
King,
Yeah.
like it's like them.
They hit it every time.
Them
They hit it on the mark
untouchables.
every time.
So I don't think I can quite put it up there.
Yeah.
But I'd probably give it about a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, my friends. Well, it's been a really, I'm surprised. I didn't expect this to be such a good conversation. I never know what to do, man. When we come here, I'd be like, man, I don't know who. First of all, I gotta look at the scouting report and be like, all right, who's here gonna talk? Am I gonna have to carry or
See,
we gonna talk? But thankfully, y'all a good talking group.
There was there was some other things that I could touch on, but I don't want to get like every time. I feel like every time I'm in here, I get on my soapbox.
I mean,
but
that's what you
we
bring
need
to the
do
table.
that, like, because we need to get to.
That's what you bring to the table, man. Yeah, that's why we talking. That's why we here.
Yeah.
that's why we here. But I do always appreciate y'all being here. This we coming up on a year. We'll be a year on the 17th, I think. 17th or 18th will be a year in. So you know. Appreciate you guys helping make this last. It's been a fun time. I can't wait to keep doing it. We got the drama tomorrow. Yeah, we got the drama tomorrow, and then we got Michael on the 22nd.
I'm ready.
I know everybody coming. Everybody coming gloved up.
And I already threw something in the group chat about Michael. I was like, oh wait a minute, oh no, that was me.
That was him. He's already stirring the pot.
I'm already.
He already stirring the pot.
Listen to this. This is what I was thinking about today. My conspiracy theory.
Yeah, we got Michael.
Michael was protecting a kid.
No,
Yeah, oh yeah.
I thought it was.
Hold on, you gotta save it, Jeff. You gotta save it.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
You don't go there until we get to the. Wait till we get to Michael to let this out.
And we will hash this out.
Yes.
I'm there with you.
We wait till the 22nd, because I imagine that's gonna be a real good discussion
that
too.
was gonna be a good discussion.
Bring boxes and
That's what we do now.